Happy Tuesday. Give some people some time to jump in. Here's Breezy. Hello. How are y'all doing today? Happy Tuesday to everyone. I'm super excited for today. These flower hairs, guys. Killing me. Hello. All right, give people a couple more minutes to join in. And we will get this show on the road. Hello. All right, guys, so let's get started. Welcome to Real Talk Tuesday with your girl, your host, Joe. I'm super excited because tonight is the final show of 2021. I'm super excited because I have never been so consistent in my life with anything, and I'm just so thankful that I've had so many. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. I see so many people. Hey, Sid. Hey, Landra. I'm just so proud, one, that I was able to do this for so many people. A lot of people have not been on live. I was actually their first person that they've been on live with this year. We've talked throughout so many businesses. And I'm just so happy that we've made it this far. This has been my first full year of doing this show where I talk to entrepreneurs about their businesses. Real Talk Tuesday was established to bring light to this dark world through businesses, through people that I just see and just see their life like in their businesses just shining in this dark world. So I'm just super excited to have this platform. And of course, I just want to say thank you to all of my followers, all of my family and friends that I see on here. I love y'all so much. People sharing my videos, and I'm just so excited. So without further ado, I need to say thank you so much, Arlisa, for being on the show 2 weeks ago. Guys, this hair of mine. For being on the show, 2 weeks ago. And I'm just so proud of her and the things that she's doing. So thank you for joining us, Arlisa, and being on the show. So tonight is a friend of mine, my best friend, actually. We have been friends since, I think elementary, middle school, something like that. I just know we met when I was going to, it was like this little camp in Carrollton. So she's based in Carrollton, and I'm just so proud, one, because I can say that I literally have all of my childhood friends in my life. And actually one I just reconnected with, Shay, I see on here. Thank you for joining. So I'm just so happy. I'm so thankful for this year. God is good, and I cannot wait to see what God does in 2022. So I am going to add her in now, and we will get started. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm one of the ones that you presented me the opportunity to join IG Live first. Am I doing it right?
You're doing, yeah.
Okay.
I see you. That is what. Okay. So a lot of people are joining. Hello, everybody. This is Cambre Mabry. She's based in Carrollton. She is a realtor and she does so many more things. So I'm super excited to have you on the show. Thank you for accepting my, and of course I wanted you, I know you went first but last because this is like a finale. So this is very important. So I'm just so excited that you were able to say yes to me and you're on the show tonight. So if you're ready, I'm ready.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I'm just so proud of you. Like just watching you on this journey and your growth and this platform that you're giving people. You know, I love you. You're beautiful, and I'm honored that you allowed me to be on here. So let's get it.
So first thing first, now that you have a new business venture, how has your real estate career been going? I know that's what you started with. And let's just give some people a background. Like, you were really, you went to school for, what was your degree in, guys? This is my smart friend. She went to Georgia Tech. And what was your degree in? I forgot.
Look, I went to Georgia Tech and got a degree in psychology just to be all up in people's minds.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, hold up, I'm not sure. But yes, psychology, y'all. When I tell you, this girl was eager that was gonna be her path, and like she was just gonna do all these things, and just now to see like it actually took like a big turn. And she's not even in her field, but she's doing great things. So back to the question, I just want to give, people some background. Like you don't have to go to school and be in the career or doing the things that you go to school for, guys. Whatever works, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you love to do. And sometimes you think you love something and you don't love that at the end of the day. And you can venture out and do new things. But I'm just, okay, background. So how has your real estate career been going? And I'm sure you're still successful, but is that the career path that's your main?
Yeah, so can you hear me okay, Joe?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So of course I've been in real estate a little bit over 5 years now, and so I've been blessed to work with some amazing people, and so right now I'm all referral based, and so right now my new business venture, that is my main focus because I kind of see that as a platform to help even more people than I can in real estate. But of course, always going to keep my real estate license active. I still have clients that I'm working with right now that I'm helping. I feel like that is a sector of financial literacy that our community needs to be educated on and have proper representation. So I'll always kind of like dabble in there, but I've definitely found a new passion that I'm pursuing full force.
Yes, I love it. So are there certain hours that you, I guess, decide to do each business venture during the day? Or how do you juggle it all? Because you're a mom, you're an entrepreneur, and you're a wife. So how does Cambre Mabry do this?
Girl, by the grace of God and grace every day. So essentially, just to answer that first question, a calendar is so important in my life, and I know you understand because we always like, are you available at this day? We're like, no, I'm not available this day. We go back and forth, and so there's not really like hours that I devote to each thing, but I'm very conscious about prioritizing my time and also making sure like you're putting your time into places that's the most important. So like, for example, as a mom, as a wife, you're going to have like so many responsibilities, right? So early on, I had to figure out like, where do I want to prioritize my time? So for example, one of the reasons why I work really hard is so I can have a house cleaner, because I don't want to spend 6 hours of my day cleaning my house. I want to be with my baby or with my husband or building my business.
Okay, that's okay. I to have more conversations like that because women are becoming more and more hardworking. We're not just those people that just, shout out to the ones that want to stay at home and be a housewife. No problem with that. But there's a lot of women like myself who likes my own money. and who likes to get out and grind for herself. So I'm not going to be the one that's probably going to be like, oh, I did a hard time at work and got to come home and clean up. It's okay, guys, to have a house cleaner. It's okay to have people that help you with your kids. It's okay. Okay. Like, I think more and more people need to hear that and understand that you don't have to be just this wife that everything. No, it should be mutual, or you can have help. It's okay.
Absolutely. I am like 100% advocate of that. So you're preaching to the choir, girl.
Yes. Anything else? Did you have anything else?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, time blocking is like so important. Just prioritizing your time, figuring out like what is important to you, and
Yeah.
making sure like that's where you're putting your time. So right now, I'm definitely heavily focused on our new business venture, but I'm still there to service my real estate clients. I'm super big on leverage. So for example, thinking of like, okay, how can I leverage something out? So for example, today I had a new listing that came on the market, but I knew that I was going to be wrapped up in appointments. And so one thing we can do in real estate is we can put lock boxes on homes. And so my photographer was able to go out there, get the pictures. I'm doing my thing on my appointments. My client is being serviced. And so just thinking of ways of, you can use the system or the people or the resources that you have around you as well to maximize your time.
Yes. It's so important to have a team. I know you guys, if you've been on the show, you've definitely heard that a lot. Like, it's okay to have people that help you. You don't have to do all the things by yourself. Nobody successful does everything by themselves. That is the gem. So what is it that interests you in PHP? And tell us what PHP stands for.
Absolutely. So PHP stands for people helping people. And obviously, when I first heard that, I thought that was like super corny, but that really is what we do. And the thing that interested me the most originally was two different things. So we started in PHP company about a year and a half ago. And at that time, I was kind of at a place where, of course, anybody that's in real estate knows that it is a fast-paced business. Like,
yeah.
When your client is ready to sell that house, or when they're ready to buy, you got to drop everything and go and do what you got to do. So I got to a point where it's like, okay, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm putting in this 50, 60, 70 hours a week. Like, what else is there? Like, is this just it? Am I always going to be on this hustle and bustle? So I was definitely like looking for something that I could leverage my time, but still have that income and have that lifestyle that, I was accustomed to in real estate. And then one thing that I found out with working with like first time home buyers, first time home sales, like minorities, is that people just didn't know like how money works. So, I would have real estate clients. Sometimes they were, tapping into their 401k to maybe use for like a down payment. They had no clue like how their 401k works or anything. They had no clue like, how to build wealth for the future, things that they could be able to do outside of real estate. And so I kind of saw that void. And of course, Joella knows I'm all about like budgeting, learning about money, figuring out ways to like grow your money. So that was always something that I was passionate about, but I never had really found a platform that I could get that information to people. Like whenever somebody asked me something, I would meet with them. Like I'm just hammering them with all this information, but I never like found a way that I could really get the word out. And PHP has given me that opportunity to not only have that financial literacy aspect, but also being able to help other people like reach their financial goals, whether that be to be a mompreneur, so somebody that can be at home with her babies and still build businesses, accomplish different financial goals. And so essentially we help people make money, we help people save money, we help them get out of debt, and we teach them financial literacy.
All that sounds amazing. So, guys, I can definitely vouch to her. She has always been a budgeter. I'm more of a spender. She's always been a budgeter. And I remember the times where she actually helped me. What? I was in college, I think. You sat me down and you had me like write out all of my expenses. And to this day, you know, you and your husband were doing, what was it called? Because I know the snowball effect.
Oh yes, yes, yes. The debt snowball.
Yes, but what class was that you guys were taking?
Oh, it was a Dave Ramsey
There,
financial class
yes,
we took before we got married.
yes. So she has always been into that. So just to see you actually doing something that I know you love, like that's something that you really care about and you love. So just to see that, that's just amazing to me. So congratulations on finding the platform that actually serves that service. So congratulations. So on your social media platform, you talk about legacy often, and you just mentioned it. So what legacy do you want to leave to your children and just for yourself?
Absolutely, absolutely. And so I think one thing for me, legacy even goes past myself and my children. I just want to be able to just impact as many people as I can. I feel like God gives us a gift, that He gives us a voice, He gives us a purpose, He gives us certain passions, and it's our duty as stewards of that to spread that to the people. And so,
Right.
you know, for myself, I'm really big on asking for forgiveness and not permission. And so I don't want to leave anything inside of me when God calls me home. I want to have given everything that I can give to my family, to my friends, to people that I come into contact with. So that's one thing for myself. I just want to just be known as somebody that's always there to help and to give my best. And then for my kids, I really just want to see this next generation not have to unlearn so much. So I feel like in our generation, we, you know, now we're getting to that entrepreneurship. Like we can do it, we can be our own bosses, like we can do, but we kind of had to like unlearn what was taught to us. And so I don't want to put that limitation on my kids or anybody that I come into contact with, that you feel like you have to be in this box or do this certain thing. Like the world is here for us to live in it and experience it. And so when you get out into the world, I don't want to be like, oh, well, you know, I can't do that because of this. No, yes, you can. If that's what you want to do, you can do that. And I want our kids to grow up in an environment to where they don't feel like anything is not accessible to them, or that's only for this type of person, not for me. I want to be like, you know what? Yep, I can go do that, and I'm gonna go do it if that's what I want to do.
Exactly. Exactly. So what generational wealth mean to you, and how do you feel you're going to achieve that goal?
Absolutely. And so first, generational wealth for me goes past money. So of course, you know, being able to pass down wealth to my kids and being able to give them options early is one of our biggest passions. But one thing that a lot of people don't talk about is generational mindset,
Yeah,
generational language. Like,
that's
what
good.
are you pouring into your kids? How are you talking to them? You know, what kind of mindset are you instilling in them? And so that's what it looks like for me. So, you know, setting up different things that can give them options early in life. That's one of the things that we teach on is how you can set yourself up, your kids up at 15, 18, 21 to have access to money for them to actually use to build their life. I know a lot of us right now, we might be like bogged down with like student loan debt or money mistakes that we've made. And so that's one part of generational wealth is like, hey, before you make any of that, here is a pot of money that you can use to go to school, start a business, you know, actually not start in the red, start at the green and work your way up. And then from there, you know, I'm super, people always like, oh my gosh, I'm like, don't be calling my baby bad. Don't be saying this. Like, I just really want to instill, you know, good language and positivity into, you know, my kids. And so that's what it kind of looks like for me, is just giving them that mindset that they can achieve anything. It's not anything that's off limits to you all. God has blessed us with whatever gift He's blessed us with, so we need to be stewards of that, and we need to spread that. So being, you know, helpful to the next person whenever you can be, and giving your best.
Yes, giving your best. Yes. So the next year is vastly approaching. Like what we have soon. So,
Look, this one. Look, this is real life, girl. He coming with a Rice Krispie treat. I gotta bribe him to be on the to be on the call.
so the new year is vastly approaching. What advice would you give to someone who, I guess, New Year's resolution is to be more financially responsible and financially stable?
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, first advice I would give is to not wait till the new year. And so, I'm a big advocate of January 1st is just the day. So, if you're like, hey, I'm gonna wait till January 1st to do X, Y, Z, you're already in that mode of procrastination because you're waiting. So, like tonight, write down, what do you want your 2020 to look like financial wise. That's always going to start with some form of a budget. And so we teach on that. We give people for free financial guides that goes over, okay, what are your expenses? What are you spending? Because without that, you really can't know what the next step is. So once you have that guide, okay, I know what I'm spending. If I stick to this, I have X, Y, and Z available to save, to build wealth with. And so you can do that tonight. You can go through your November and really see, okay, what did I spend? Like, what is my expenses? And so that's the first step, is knowing what's going out versus what's coming in. Yes. And then from there, if you follow that guide, that will get you to where you're trying to go in the next steps, which is, you know, having savings, building wealth for the future, long term.
Yes, ma'am. So what is the most important lesson you've learned being financially literate?
The most that's a good one. I would say the most important that I've learned is delayed gratification and being
that's good.
Secure in whatever your journey is. And so I feel like with social media, a lot of times we just have so many people that's trying to like keep up with the Joneses. And we all know, like, it's so funny because it's actually a couple on here that's their last name is the Joneses, but I'm not talking about y'all. But y'all know that joke that's like, hey, keeping up with the Joneses, and they're not even doing anything. So delayed gratification. There were times you know, that in when me and Courtney was first, you know, married on our journey, we had to say no. You know, we was riding in the Hondas and the truck and living in the duplex, but hey, that was what was for us at that time. And so delaying, you know, what needs to be done, and then being secure in that. Everybody has their own journey. Just because one person is doing something, that don't mean that you should be doing it. And so I think that's the two biggest things is delayed gratification, because your budget is going to tell you what to do. Your budget can tell you to eat ramen noodles, or your budget can tell you to go to Ruth Chris. But you got to have that budget and follow it.
You have to have a budget, and you also have to be disciplined with the budget. Yes, the duplex was real. I remember those days. I remember those days where she was like, I can't go get my nails done, like, you know, or I can't go out. We can just chill at the house. We would cook. Like, so I've definitely seen the grind. I've definitely seen the sacrifices that you guys have made. So I'm just super proud of where you guys are and how you guys have handled all of this throughout life. So how important is credit in today's society?
It's really important, and it's important, if you can, to not mess it up initially. So I always tell people, I'm like, please buy your house before you buy that car. Like, please. because you have more leverage that way. And so I would say it's super important in jump starting, but a lot of people just don't know that there are ways to be able to build your credit without having to like go into a lot of debt. And so I would definitely say for anybody that is looking to learn more about that, there's a lot of resources and guides of people that are creditable in that can really get you on that journey of credit. But it's really important, I think, because at the time, you know, we were being financially responsible and not going into too much debt and like that delayed gratification with new cars and stuff. We were able to, you know, buy homes early and kind of leverage those things before we had made too many credit mistakes.
Nice. So what is your outlook on 401k? Do you feel like it would be as a beneficial for us as it is for our parents' generation?
Absolutely, absolutely. And so I've learned so much through PHP, and I've learned about, you know, 401ks. A lot of people don't realize that there's 3 different ways that your money will grow. And you know, 401ks, that's only one of the 3 ways. And a lot of people miss out on the 3rd way that your money can grow because we're not properly educated, we're not properly exposed to it. So 401k, it definitely has a place in people's financial portfolio if that's something that is offered to you. So for example, like as entrepreneurs, I'm not offered a 401k, but if you are, it has a place. But with our generation and kind of where we're going, you definitely want to do the research and reach out, you know, to people like, you know, Joanna, me, that might have some other ways that you can actually grow your money and also avoid taxes. So a lot of our generation and our parents' generation, they were overly exposed to 401ks, which basically means that, hey, I don't know nothing else, nowhere else to put my money, so I'm just gonna put in a 401k. I don't know how it works. I don't know how it's growing. I don't know whether it's good for me, bad for me, but this is what they told me to do, so I'm just going to do it. And then you get to, you know, retirement, or you're getting close to retirement, you start to be like, dang, like, okay, they're going to take this much in taxes, and I'm already like living on 90% of my income, and now I'm only going to get 50. You know, this is not the retirement that I thought I was going to have. Or they start saying, my money's, it hadn't even been outpacing inflation. I don't even like have enough to retire. Or, you know, people like my grandparents, they were trying to retire around the time of one of the market crashes. And so people don't realize a lot, if something's going on with the market, that's what your 401k is tied to. Yep. And so whatever happens with the market, that's what's going to happen in your 401k. And so, you know, if you're unfortunate enough to be right there at retirement when that happens, what do? Like, you have to keep working, all that kind of stuff. So I've definitely been able to learn about other options to diversify your money, void it from taxes. And so I feel like that is the future for our generation, because we're more open-minded. We're more willing to listen to other options. And we've seen the horror stories of people that just, you know, did 401k. Now they're kind of trying to backtrack and make sure they're on track for retirement.
So I know some people are like, what are some of these options that she's talking about? Could you tell us a little bit of the options that, you know, they could learn more about, or just, you know, kind of let them know what they are?
Yeah. And so we actually here at PHP, we teach about something called index accounts. And that's basically, it's a concept to where you can still grow your money like you do in a 401k, but you can actually put it in a place that's going to hide it from taxes in the future, but you still get that growth. You get access to it. You get a lot more options than in a 401k. And so that's something that we teach on, you know, within PHP. So we sit down, we do financial analysis for people. We kind of go through like, hey, what are your financial goals? What are you looking to do in the future? And from there, we just make sure, like, holistically, you have a good, solid financial profile for the future.
Nice. So speaking of the future, what would you say like is the best way or the easiest way to build wealth? I know a lot of people that's a lot of people's main goal. I just want to be wealthy. What would you
Mm-hmm.
like the easiest or best way?
I would say one of the easiest ways to build wealth, because wealth is something that is transferred. So,
Yeah.
you know, you see those wealthy families, they've been transferring and passing down for generations and generations. So
Mm-hmm.
one of the easiest ways to be able to build wealth is through life insurance. Simple as having a life insurance policy. So, you know, it's and not within your job. So, of course, having something that is actually yours. And so you can have that. If something happens to you, not only are you not putting your family in a financial bind, because that's usually what happens is, hey, the mama or the daughter or the brother, they're having to go into their savings or GoFundMe, that kind of stuff, to be able to cover, you know, expenses or hospital bills. So that's the first thing. Any and everybody, no matter what budget, no matter where you are in your financial journey, easiest way to access wealth is through a life insurance policy, making sure you have that in place. And then from there, the next thing is making sure you have a good budget,
Yes.
because that is what that you're going to use whatever money that you're building through your job, through your business, to be able to build wealth. So without that budget, without knowing where your money is going, it's going to be very hard to put whatever money that you have left over after monthly expenses to wealth. And so I would say those are the two first bases, is getting, you know, life insurance in place, and then from there having a good budget that you're going to follow. That
Yes.
is the biggest thing. We got to write it down and we got to follow it.
Yeah, it's definitely hard, but
Yes.
we can do it, you know? And I'm glad you said that because a lot of us, we do not, I don't know how to say this. A lot of other cultures they're up on this. They know
Mm-hmm.
it's us, our culture, our, you know, our race that just don't know. We just don't know. And
Mm-hmm.
something why I'm like intrigued into this business, because there's a lot of people that's older that just did not know it. I cannot blame them. I cannot
No,
blame my mother for not teaching me some of these things because she just didn't know.
absolutely.
But now I know, and now it's my job to be able to help other people, like you said, my future kids, my family, my, you know, my future family, my family now, to get a hold of some of this, because you guys, I feel like they don't want us to know these things.
Mm-hmm.
They know if we do know these things, we can be a mass force. And so, guys, if you don't have insurance, please get some insurance for yourself, for your kids, for your mother, your daddy, whoever. Get some insurance, because you don't want, who wants that, you know, our race, you know, the cookouts, the, you know, the fish fry, you know, because you didn't get no life insurance. Guys, take care of yourselves. We're all going to check out. So we all got it. We should be able to invest in that. Invest in your life. You don't want to have your family at, you know, having all this weight on them to bury you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely. And
yeah.
I would say making sure you're actually taking the time out to talk to a professional that
Yeah.
has your best interest at mind. So if you go up to somebody and they just sell you a policy without going over what your goals are, that's a red flag right there. That is not the person, because a lot of people don't realize there's so many different options when it comes to life insurance. There's so much power in it. There's so many things that you can do with it, but it's you have to be with somebody that actually cares about your actual financial future, and not just, hey, I'm just gonna put you into something. That's one thing that I've seen a lot of, is that, you know, people aren't properly educated, and it's people that's taking advantage of the people that aren't, you know, properly educated.
Yes, I love that. So, will you explain? We've been talking about wealth, we've been talking about money, we've been talking about insurance. So, will you please explain the importance of multiple streams of income? Our generation now, I feel like a lot of us want to know how can we get that, you know, stream of income, like just, it's either different streams of income or just that, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think. I just lost it. Um, Residual income. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been told that it's the best plan to have, like for life incidents that may happen. But please go in detail. Like, what would you say is the best way to get multiple streams of income?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, the first thing is, you have to be an entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur is not someone that is just like full time in business. You can be working full time. You're getting that 9 to 5 paycheck, which is fine, but having an income that you control.
Mm,
That's the first thing. So obviously we know at your job you don't control that income.
right.
You can be at a job and have something outside of that you control. So that's the first thing. Secondly, being in the right industry, and so just having multiple streams that you're doing. Are they streams or are they trickles?
Yeah.
That's what I always ask people, because it's a such thing as having too many if you haven't established one as of yet. So taking the time, taking the patience to be able to actually, build one stream of income that's strong and solid, and then that gives you the force that you need to have those multiple streams. And so, of course, before PHP, I had been in real estate for 5 years, and so I was able to actually develop that source of income before moving on to something next. And so that's a big thing, as well as being in the right industry and really examining, like, hey, like I always challenge people to think of, like, okay, in the industry that you're in, how much do you have to sell to make $1,000?
Mm,
I'll always ask that. If you're like, yeah, I got to sell 1,000 things to make 1,000, I was like, okay, maybe I should, re-examine, the industry and everything. And then from there, that multiple stream. So having an income you control,
yeah.
making sure you're in the right industry, that residual, girl, it's
That,
a
that's
and
I,
so for anybody that doesn't know what residual income is,
yeah,
that's when you're able to be paid off of work that you've done in the past. And so that was one of the things that really attracted me to the industry of financial services. Was in real estate, of course, we sell the house, we're unemployed again
yeah.
until we sell the next house. And I wasn't getting the cut of all of my clients that was paying their mortgage every month or whatnot. In financial services, you have that opportunity. So think about, if you've been at a company for 10 years, are they paying you for what you did in 2010?
No.
No. In this industry, you have that opportunity. So that was something that really, really excited me, was being able to build up a book of business that I can be paid on for life, and also that I can transfer to my kids.
Yes. Oh, that's amazing. So, what is your goal within the next 5 years, Cambre, with your businesses? Do you see yourself opening something, or what's your plan in the next 5 years?
Absolutely. And so right now, my husband and I think my better half is on here watching. We have an office right now in Douglasville, Georgia, based for our financial services. And so our goal is to be able to open multiple offices throughout the South region. And
Yeah.
so in Alabama, obviously Georgia, Mississippi. So just being able to have the biggest platform and biggest, I would say platform, and being able to impact as many people as we can. We see the industry as something that's needed so much for the minority community. We can't get the information out fast enough, and so that's our goal, is to be able to open multiple offices of people that are also passionate about learning about money and educating their community about money, and just national takeover basically
Yes.
is where my mind is right now.
Nice. So what is your, I guess, do you have a future with like real estate, or is it just financial services that has your heart?
I would say financial services right now kind of gave me the platform that I was looking for. I'll always be in real estate. You know, that's something that you can always be in, you know, through investing. And so we've had investment properties in the past. You know, we sold them, that kind of stuff. And so that's one way. And then from there, I'm not gonna let that expertise go to waste. It actually helps me in financial services because I'm able to, you know, like offer that as a value add.
Right.
But yeah, I think it in people's journeys, and I kind of had to struggle with this at first. Sometimes you feel like you have to like be in a box. Like it's like, oh, I'm known for this, and so I have to like do that. But one thing that I learned is that you have to stay on the journey of whatever God has for you. And so we can't get so wrapped up in, you know, what man sees us as, that we start to use that as, you know, what we see ourselves as. And so it actually took me a while to kind of like come to terms like, man, maybe like God has opened up another door that's calling me for more, and that's okay. That is okay. And so I'm just enjoying the journey. I'm not you know, I'm just going by faith. If it feels right, that's what I'm doing. And so right now, the journey that I'm taking, it feels good. It feels ordained by my Lord and Jesus Christ. And so that's what I'm running with.
Yes, that's funny because my last question, final question is, did you find it difficult to completely trust God and pursue your entrepreneurship dreams?
No, of course not. No, yes, it was because you're always struggling with, you know, your faith and your flesh. Our flesh tells us, you know, we can't do this. We're too busy. You know, how am I gonna make money? All this kind of stuff. So you have all those different thoughts through your head. But I would just challenge anybody on here that's kind of in that tag of like, okay, should I make this move? Should I start this business? Should I say yes to this opportunity? You know, do it. Because at the end of the day, you only have one life. And I feel like it's a reason that, you know, God puts certain things in our heart and in our mind. And we have to trust him more than we trust, you know, what society tells us. And so it was very difficult. Like my journey, I got my license in 2016. And then from there, I went full time January of 2017. And, you know, it was like, hey, you don't go out and kill it, you're not eating it. And so that was that was a scary journey at first, but I'm so thankful you know, that I did, and all the opportunities that is provided to me. Like I've never had to miss or stress anything about CJ. And you know how I am about CJ, girl. So having that peace of mind of when he gets sick, or if it's just we need to have a mommy day, or in anything, I can be there. I don't have to ask anybody, you know, can I take off? Can I be here? Can I be there? That is such a freeing feeling, and it actually gives you creativity to think, you know, past just the hustle and bustle of, oh, okay, I gotta go to work here, go to work there, and then do this and do that. It's like, no, when you're flowing in your own energy, then you have the freedom to think about what is next. So, you know, I had been in entrepreneurship for 5 years. That gave me the freedom to really think of like what was next for me. What is the next 5 to 10 years?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love it all. Love it all. Guys, we have got to the end of the questions. So we're going to go to the last thing. I have my poll. Cambre, this is the Velvet Bowl. This is giving your viewers a chance to see behind the curtain. So at Real Talk Tuesday, we are real, raw, and relevant. So whatever word I pull out or saying, I want you to just be honest about it and true. Okay? Okay, so this is so fitting. This is so fitting. It's friendship. So you can express how you want to, however you want to take it, but just be honest and real and raw about it. The floor is yours.
Yes, that I love that. I would say friendship for me is just really being there when someone needs you, and not giving up on important people in your life. And so, like, super transparency on here. Of course, me and Joe have been
Yeah.
friends for like so long. And it was so interesting because we had seen each other at so many different journeys. Like, we had been through so many different people, of different things. And recently we kind of had a situation to where we had to, address each other. And it kind of opened my eyes to, like, man, I think sometimes in society right now we have like that, what they call it, like cancel culture. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta just be for yourself. But no, it's certain people in your life that you want to fight for, you want to take the time to communicate with. And that's why it's so funny that you pick that, because we have to go through our own journey of, like, figuring out, as you're growing, I'm growing, like, we're experiencing different things, different personalities, how we can remain together. And so I think for me, like, it's about quality and not quantity. And so I don't have like all, this family reunion of friends, but the ones that I do have, I hold them tight. I'm down for them. Like, you need me to be here at what time, you need me to support what, when, like, I'm there. And so that's what friendship is for me, is just giving your all to that person the same way you would want them to do for you, and going through those tough times and those easy times and getting through them.
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely can say I think this is our first, like, really, like, situation. We really never, like, really argued or like fallouts. But see, what's funny is, in friendship, like she said, we do grow and we change. So me talking now, I used to did not talk, guys. I used to be like so quiet, and like I would never like really tell you how I really honestly felt. And I'm hard when it comes to like my emotions. I'm very emotional. So like how I guess how I go about it, I kind of just like shun off. And Cambre is one of those where it's like,
The opposite.
I want to talk to you right now. Like, and when I'm hurt, I go in a shell. Like, I just go in a shell and I just don't talk. I have to like kind of, cause I'm like in my head, I'm just like 1,000 places. Like, okay, not just like on her end. It's more like, where did I go wrong? Or like, okay, I tried this, with situation, but just people grow, and you got to really understand your friend. Like, I take my friendships like relationships, because everybody talks about there's love languages. You really got to get to know your friend, as in when it comes to the hard times, like hope with their feelings. How do they express themselves and whatnot, because it's different when you guys are not arguing. This is our first real argument. So like, she already knew how I was, but I guess during this time it's like, oh snap, it's me on, I guess it was like, oh, it's me on this end, and now I got to deal with her like this situation. Then I also had to deal with her in this situation as well. So, but the end of the day, it's squashed. This is my girl for life. I'm so
for life. You ain't get rid of me, good.
I'm so thankful for this person. One, I'm real and raw myself. You know, this is why I had this show. So I had to say, like, I couldn't even make it out of college without this girl right here. You know what I'm saying? There was so many times where I've cried at her house. They have let me crash at their house, her and her husband. Before CJ, I felt like I was their child. I'm like just crashing at their house because you know she had already graduated. So like I'm the struggling friend, guys. If you're on this show, you already know I was never good in like school. I always struggled. And she's always been like this genius, you know, she's just a genius. So she helped me, guys. And it's those times where you got to think about like who's been there for you, like, in those hard times, who helped you, who was there when you had nobody else. And there's been so many times that I can reflect on where this girl has been there. I'm trying not to tear up.
And no, same.
Has been there for me, and I'm just so thankful that we were able to get through that hump. It showed me like, who's really down. This is my friend, like, and she's gonna always be my friend no matter what. Even though our lives look a lot different, because I had to get used to her like being married, and then she has a whole baby. Like I can't just be like, hey, Cambre, I want to go here. Like she just can't hop and go with me. So it's like we had to kind of grow in that too. Like it's okay that some of your friends might be further along than you and you're not there yet. Like you just got to find the balance with that in friends. So to say the least, I'm just so thankful for you. I'm proud of you. And yeah, that's
look. I know we got to stop at whatever the time is, but I just want to say I'm so thankful for it. Okay. I'm so thankful for your friendship, and I'm just so excited for you. Like I would tell you all the time, seeing you like blossom and become the person that I've always seen you as has been like amazing. Like it's just been such a proud friend moment. Like you have been there for all of our times. Like I'm pretty sure I probably scarred you for a little bit after, because you were in like my delivery room. And I'm pretty sure I scarred you for a little bit, but like you've been there for every moment. And as much as you feel like we were there for you, you were there for us in those moments where it was like, hey, yeah, Joe, we gotta hang out at the house because we broke. Like, yeah, we can cook a taco casserole tonight. That's that's about it. And so I just love you so much. I'm just so excited for you and where Real Talk Joe is going to go, and that other people are getting the opportunity to like see you as I've always seen you, and that's just this amazing, genuine person. Like you just have this spirit about you to just want to help people and support people, and that's what I've always just loved about you. So like you said, I'm super excited. Like we got over our hump, and because life is short. Like if there's anybody like on this call that is experiencing any type of thing with a friend or family member, like swallow it and keep it moving, because genuine people are so hard to come by. You do what it takes to keep them, in your life and get through those highs and those lows.
Yes. Oh, I love it. So guys, without further ado, this is it, guys. This is my last show of 2021. Woo! The fireworks. I am just so honored to have so many people that were on the show. Shout out to everybody that was on the show this year. We have covered so many businesses. I've met people that I did not even know. I've been to businesses and I've seen so many things. I'm just so honored to have this platform. So I will be offline, or the show will be out for the whole month of January. So that will be my month to kind of like regroup and kind of come back even harder in February of 2022.
So that's gonna be our month to share every episode in the year 2021. So every Tuesday at 8, her timeline should be blowing up in January because we sharing the episodes.
That was amazing. Yes. So one of my goals is to actually, I've always said I want to be on YouTube. So in January, I'm going to try to get that going.
I love it.
Over to YouTube. But I will still be on Instagram. But guys, I just want to say also to my girl, Tika, also my childhood friend, this show would not be what it is without her. She helps me stay in track with you guys. I'm country. She helps me with my questions. She makes them just, 10 times more better than what I could ever make them. I'm just so honored to have a teammate like her. And guys, if you're interested and you want to be on the team, let me know, DM me. Or if you know anybody has a business or just a light in this dark world, please DM me their page. I would love to have an interview with them or get to know them. So guys, thank you again. And
thank you, Joe.
No, thank you. And it's Real Talk Tuesday, Cambre. You said Real Talk Joe.
Oh, it's just all about you, girl. I forgot about Tuesday.
No, it's fine. So, guys, do you have any questions? Anybody on here have any questions for Cambre? Money questions, insurance questions, residual income questions, anything. If you do, please take the time out now to ask those questions so she can answer them for you. But if not, I'm all done. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes if anybody have any questions. This has been great.
This is I'm just so proud of you.
No, I'm proud of you.
I love that you. Oh, look like we might have a question.
You have a question, Scott, or you just saying?
Right, Scott.
That's another childhood friend. I'm really blessed to have I am so blessed. Like, I'm just so thankful. God is so good.
He is. He got us. Get in contact.
Cambre. Yes, I almost.
Yeah.
So glad you said that, Scott. Thank you so much, Cambre. Yes, please let the people know how we can contact you. And if they're interested in making money or getting in this business, please let us know how.
Yes, and so my Instagram is at Cambre Sold It. So CAMBRESOLDIT. So you can hit up my DMs. Also on my Instagram, it has my phone number, so you can always give me a call. Also, we have an office in Georgia if you're local, so you can come by the office in Douglasville, Georgia, and come see what we have going on. And email btlfinancialsolutions@gmail.com as well. So all of those different platforms.
All right, guys. So don't say that I didn't tell you guys when you see me on these yachts or you see me having, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 homes. I'm claiming it in Jesus' name. Don't say I didn't tell you, because I am a part of the PhD family. So this is something that I will be doing, and I don't want to just hold information from people. I want people to know there's so many opportunities out here, guys, to make money and to make residual income. And that's what I am chasing. I'm chasing residual, because that is me getting paid when I'm asleep. Like, I'm trying to get paid while I'm sleeping. You know what I'm saying? My phone, the money is coming in, and I'm just chilling. I'm going about life. So, guys, do not say I did not tell you. Do not say that I give you this opportunity. So if you are wanting to get into this opportunity with me, and who wouldn't want to work with your friends for life?
Exactly.
Who wouldn't want to have a comfortable life with just your friends and your family, just doing things, making money, being able to be an example to their family, example, because that's what I'm trying to leave a legacy for my children, my family. And if I got to be the first to step out on faith and do something that I'm not even sure about, that means I'm going to step out and do it. I love this generation too, because we are fearless. So entrepreneurs now. There's so many people that's not like the 9 to 5 is done. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not doing 9 to 5s. There's just so many, and it's
We're
just
trying to travel, girl, live
yeah,
our best life. We can't be stuck in the office 8 hours.
right. It's motivating because there's so many people that got to check in with their boss. Like I need to be off, at this time. And there's so many platforms where you don't have to do that anymore, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're still making multiple, you're making even more money than you were at the 9 to 5.
Yep.
So I'm gonna hush now, but don't.
It's exciting. It's exciting, girl.
Do not say that I did not let you guys in on this, okay? And if you watch this video after I post it, please do not be afraid to either hit me up, hit Cambre up, and let us know you want to be a part, because I'm giving it out to you guys. I'm letting you know now what I'm on, what I'm doing. So don't say I didn't tell you. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful night, and Happy New Year. I cannot wait for 2022.
Yes.
I'm praying for prosperity, for more joy, for more peace, for more faith for you guys. And I'm praying that for your business, Cambre. You've always been a leader, and you've always just just went strong force with everything that you do. So I'm just so proud of you, and I hope God continues to bless your business. God continues to provide. God continues to just open doors that you just, it's so many doors that you don't even know what to do with yourself. So I'm just so honored to be a part, to even be able to watch you grow and do this. So yeah, guys, I can go on for days because I'm just so excited and so thankful. Yeah. So you have anything else to say?
Same. I look. We could be on here forever because we got such a history together. But again, I'm thankful that you chose me to be your last of the 2021, and
Yeah.
2022 is gonna be one for the books. And so, like you said, I see Real Talk Tuesday on multiple platforms. I'm putting talk shows and residual income, everything in the atmosphere. And just keep inspiring. It's so many people that are watching you that you might not even know, and you're such a light to so many. And I'm excited to be in 2022 with you and continuing to see the growth and the journey. And so wishing you all the best, but I know I'm just gonna be there right there with you. And so that's the most exciting part of it all. There's nothing like being able to see your friends from 6 years old when we had those ashy knees and overalls to now, like you're just doing your thing. And I'm just over here like, girl, yes, just keep going. Like Joe takeover. Let's get it.
Yes, guys, I'm just so honored. God is so good. I could not have been here to do this without my team. Like I said, Tika, I love you so much. I hope you're watching. God, I love you so much. You're so good. And
amen. Woo.
So much, and I'm so blessed to have you in my life. Guys, without further ado, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night, and get ready for 22. All right?
Thank you, girl.
Welcome. Have a wonderful night, guys, and I'll see you guys in 2022 in February, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Bye-bye.